Hey entrepreneurs, it's Sam Day here from DeyTips, and in this video I'm speaking about match types. Now a lot more of you guys have been messaging me and letting me know that you are actually planning on running campaigns using Google Ads, and Google Ads can be great. They are search intent based ads as well, so when someone is searching for something, they are likely to stumble across your website, your product or your service if you've managed your ad correctly and effectively. And because they are searching for whatever it is you're offering, then they are more likely to buy because they're in the ready to buy mindset. That being said, running Google Ads is simple, but it's not easy. There are a couple of things that you need to understand that can help you to manage and run better campaigns, and match types is one of those things. Now, this video is kindly sponsored by Oceano. So with Oceano, they actually manage your Google Ads for you. They set up your campaigns and they drive quality traffic and sales back to your e-commerce business. I've actually done a full tutorial on how Oceano works, and I'll leave that in the description down below, as well as a coupon code that you can utilize to actually register for Oceano. So if you don't want the hassle of trying to set up your own ads profitably for yourself, then get the experts to do it. And Oceano is a choice that I highly recommend. So going back to my video on match types, the first match type is broad match. Now I'm actually on one of the Google Ads helps article, and I'll leave this in the description down below as well for you guys to follow along. But you can see that it shows you the three main match types. It has broad match, phrase match, and exact match, and it gives you some examples there as well. So I highly recommend you checking that out. But if I scroll down, it shows me broad match, and what broad match is all about. It gives you an example keyword and some of the keywords that might show up for it. So when you're creating your Google ads, you will need to select what keywords you want your ad to show up for. So by default, Google will have your ads showing up as broad match keywords. This is when you don't use any modifiers at all. So when you're inputting your keywords, you just put the keywords in straight. You don't use anything. And this would mean that your keyword is a broad match keyword, just like the one that you see down here. And what this would mean is Google can more or less allow your advert to show up for any keyword that contains at least one of the words in your keywords. So obviously the keyword here is a low carb diet plan, but you can also show up for carb free foods, low carb diets, low calorie recipes, for example. So if you are not selling a recipe, then that might not be a keyword that you want to show up for. So having broad match keywords can sometimes enable you to show up for keywords that are irrelevant and not going to convert for you. Now you can combat this by using negative keywords, and I'm going to speak about negative keywords towards the end of this video. Now, the second type of match type that I want to speak about is phrase match. Now, phrase match has become a little bit more complicated recently as Google have added some changes to it. So as you can see here in phrase match, tennis shoes is the keyword, but it also has speech marks on it. So what phrase match used to be is that keyword would have to show up in that exact phrase. So tennis shoes, but your searcher can put something before it or after it, but that phrase had to be in the searcher's search results. So for example, buy tennis shoes on sale. As you can see, tennis shoes, but there's keywords before it and there's keywords after it. You have tennis shoes, so red tennis shoes would be triggered as well. But as you can see, now this keyword is showing up, shoes for tennis. So as long as you have the word shoes and the word tennis now, that keyword can be triggered as well. So more keywords can be triggered for phrase match than used to be triggered for phrase match. And there used to be another keyword match type called broad match modifier, and Google have kind of merged the broad match modifier with phrase match. So now they're more or less the same thing. So with broad match modifier, you used to have to put a plus sign before each keyword. So if I wanted my keywords to show up for tennis shoes, but it can show up in any order and other keywords can show up as well, then I would put a plus sign before tennis and a plus sign before shoes. But now Google have gotten rid of that, and they've kind of included that within phrase match as well. So you might be using phrase match and notice that some other keywords that are not as related are showing up. And again, you can use negative keywords to combat this, and I'll be speaking about that soon. So the last keyword match type that I wanted to speak about and touch on in this video is the exact match. Now, these are the keywords that you probably want to use the most. This basically means that your keyword will only show up if it's in the exact order and it matches this exactly. So as you can see, shoes for men, the keywords that show up is shoes men, or men shoes, or men shoe, or shoes for a man. So that is the best way to kind of get the exact phrase that you're looking for. Now, as you can see, there are still a few variations. Sometimes you might get an odd misspelling, pluralization as well might be included. But as a rule of thumb, that is the best way to get exactly the keyword that you're looking for when someone is searching for your product or your service. So I normally recommend potentially going with a phrase match if you don't know exactly what keywords are going to drive you results. And once you start running your ads for a little while, maybe a few days or a few weeks, you should start to notice some irrelevant keywords within that are coming up within your Google Ads account, and you can add those keywords as negative keywords within your campaign. And then the keywords that are driving you results, that are getting you clicks, that are getting you conversions and sales, you want to use those keywords as exact match keywords and really focus in on those, and potentially add more money to those keywords as well to hopefully bring you more of a return on your investment. Now, I wanted to focus the last part of this video on negative keywords. So you can actually add negative keywords to your campaign, and these negative keywords basically tell Google, do not show my ad to people who type this particular keyword in. So as you can see, the examples here that Google gives is, it says you can use negative keywords to exclude your ads from showing on searches with that term. So let's say, for example, your exact match keyword was shoes for men, but you didn't want your ad to show up when people typed in shoes men. You can add shoes men in your negative keywords, and now that particular keyword won't trigger your ad to show up. So negative keywords can be really important. When you're running your Google ads, make sure you're keeping an eye out for keywords that are irrelevant and keywords that are just costing you clicks, and add those to your negative keyword list. Now, I wanted to show you as well how to add negative keywords to your Google Ads account. You can add negative keywords on the account level, which means that all of the campaigns you create within Google Ads will have those negative keywords attached to it. Or you can do it at a campaign level as well. So you might be creating a specific campaign or a specific Google ad, and you only want the negative keywords to apply to those campaigns. You can do both. So for example, here, you can see that my account is set up to all campaigns. So if I go to keywords and I go to negative keywords, then I can actually come here and I can add negative keywords here, and the broad match modifiers apply to negative keywords as well. So if you add a negative keyword as a broad match, then it will kind of work the same way as if you added a normal keyword as a broad match, or as a phrase match, or as an exact match. Now you can do the same for a campaign level. So all you would want to do is go to your campaigns, and then you would select a campaign, and as you can see now, it says all campaigns and it has my campaign here. So if I now go to keywords and I now go to negative keywords and I go to add in negative keywords, it will add it, but only for this specific campaign. And when I create a new campaign, so for example, this is for my Squarespace SEO checklist that I'm giving away. If I wanted to do one for a Wix SEO checklist, then I can create a new campaign, and my negative keywords might be slightly different for that campaign. So I'd want to add my negative keywords for that specific campaign. Also, I can add negative keywords or create a new list, or I can use negative keyword list. So I can also select what campaign to add this to, or I can select an ad group to add this keyword list to. So when I put all of my negative keywords in here, I can save to new or existing keyword list. So that means you can create lists of negative keywords, and when you're creating a new campaign, rather than adding all of these negative keywords in, you can just kind of select a list of negative keywords that you've already created. So hopefully this video gives you a better understanding of match types and how to use them within your Google ads. If you have any questions, then please do let me know in the comments section. Again, this video is sponsored by Okiano. And if you are an e-commerce business owner, you sell some sort of products, maybe you have a Shopify store, then Okiano will create and manage your Google ads for you so that you can create effective and profitable ads on Google that actually generate you results. I highly recommend that you check them out. I will leave links to them in the description down below. I don't just promote everybody, but I really do believe in Okiano. So do make sure you go and check them out. Like I said, all of the links and details for how you can get a discount on Okiano will be in the description down below. But if this video was helpful to you, I also have the formula which should be helpful to you as well. This is the free guide to generating leads and sales online for your business. As you can see, there's a copy here beside me. This will teach you things such as how to drive traffic to your website, how to convert that traffic, email marketing, all of the good stuff that you need to grow a healthy online business. So make sure you do download it. It's completely free. I will leave a link somewhere on this screen and also in the description down below as well. So make sure you go and grab your free copy. But I really do hope that this video brought you value. And if it did, then please click the like button down below and make sure you share this video with a friend. If you have any additional questions or comments, then leave them for me in the comment section. But until next time, watch some of my other great videos. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for more awesome business related content. Have a great day. Make sure you download the formula and I will see you soon.